Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon. This is a Salem by Night World of Darkness, new World of Darkness venue scene. This scene is going to be 18 and up for adult players of the venue only. We will be opening in downtown Salem, Massachusetts, with Dawn sitting filling out paperwork at her counter, Isaac working on more jewelry, and Lucy trying to find something modest among the clothes.
And as the scene opens, Mel comes walking in. In the suit that you see, in the outfit, he's not exactly in his uniform, but he does have his badge on him. Today was supposed to be one of his days off, but they called him in because apparently all the others were busy, and he was in the area. So, actually, bear with me.
Okay, well, while we bear with him, Aoi Shinji, you've gotten back in town. It's been a while. A lot of things are same. iPhones and, Google Watches are new and amazing to you. And fashion statements have changed so much since the 90s.
Um, Aoi is actually walking around downtown, seeing what's new, what has changed, what's not,
There's
and
a pizza parlor and ice cream shop on one side with a bank beside it. And then across the street from that is Dawn's shop, a grocery store beside it, and then a car and bike rental place.
he's actually taking his time to watch his surroundings, like what kind of people are there, what are they doing, and stuff, so he can actually take take a chance when he get to steal some money from someone or somewhere actually because he has no money.
Okay. It's mostly yuppies and tourists you see who go along this road. A good
Mm-hmm.
way to put it. Everyone seems to be hitting up shops and then going on to the next couple of roads over. This is what little bit of tourist spot shopping venue they have. A lot of them are going in and out of Dawn's shop at the moment, though. So you could probably get a few pockets picked there.
Okay. So he's going to do that.
All right, make your roll to pickpocket. I need to make a roll myself for you.
Would you like me to roll stealth first?
Stealth would be very useful. Yes, dear.
Like stealth first, then larceny.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Stealth first. That is 3 successes on stealth.
Okay, so you managed to pick two pockets. You're not sure, who they are. One was a really very large man with a long beard screaming, "I need this." The other was a little kid throwing a tantrum that you saw had a wallet on him. And the third person you go to pickpocket was actually all you pulled from his pocket was a police badge. And he was talking to
Oh,
the girl at the counter. He did fill it, though. That's what the negative is. So, Mr. Mel Gordon, you fill your pocket being picked.
Turn around and just trained reflexes grab. I see the glint and grab the arm. As
um,
the glint of the badge coming away and grab the arm. That's
You
mine.
can
need to make a
I?
roll.
Okay.
He needs to make a roll to actually grab you, and then you can
Okay,
contact.
so Dex Brawl, essentially.
Yes.
Okay. Uh, eh. We'll see. We'll see how good that is.
And dear four viewers, it seems we have our first brawl between two players.
I think I need to roll like Dex Athletics to actually dodge that.
That, or you can roll Dex Defense if you don't have any athletics.
No, I do have athletics.
Okay.
1.
You re-roll 10s, hon.
Oh, that's right. Okay. I forgot that. 1.
One success, yeah.
He can probably get it away, but he did notice.
Okay, so you each got a success. What happens is you manage to grab onto him, but you don't grab the actual badge. You grab his hand,
That's fine.
and it looks almost like you are holding hands to Lucy now.
Oh, doesn't Defender win?
You both tied, hun, and technically Defender would have been him because you were pickpocketing him, and it caused a reaction.
Yeah.
That's why I gave you a tied situation there.
Okay.
And he just looks at it, give me that. And he reaches with the other hand to take it.
Lucy, for her part, has just come out of the changing room and is looking at them both a bit perplexed.
Dawn looks up from her paperwork and she goes, "Hey, new person. You might be pretty, but you pickpocketed my shop. I'm gonna kick your ass."
Somebody reaches up from like the back in his work. What the hell is going on here?
To you two changeling players, you would see Aoi Shinji as a fellow changeling.
His Feymane looks like a weird combination between a human.
Hello?
Did I cut out?
John. Yeah, you broke up.
No, I'm sorry. I said his Feymane looks like a weird combination between a human, a raven, and a dragon.
He's Cthulhu. Don't let him lie to you.
Mm-hmm.
So, Aoi Shinji, you would see Mel Gordon, who looks like a off-duty police officer to you, like typical one, and the one who said would kick your ass looks like a little short 15-year-old girl at the counter.
Mm-hmm.
The person that's just emerged from the dressing room, however, you'll see that she looks sparkly. No, it's a subtle sparkle in this kind of light, but yeah, she does look sparkly.
Nice.
And ever so dramatic, and is she is probably one of the few people you've ever seen that is prettier than you.
What
Walter?
seems to be the problem, officer?
But yeah, he takes his badge, puts it back in his pocket. You're not, and turns to the one that tried to take it. You're not going anywhere for a while. Get in here.
Walter, what was your character's name?
I don't think he saw the badge, but I don't think anybody saw the badge. But just out of game, it's Mel Gordon.
No, I'm just like asking out of game.
Yeah, it's Mel
out
Gordon.
of game. Because in America, police officers' names are not on their badges.
Oh, right, it's just a
Civilian,
badge number. Yeah, okay.
That's odd. Okay.
What was the name again?
Mel Gordon. So
Okay,
Mel,
so-
if you want to relate it to my character.
Okay, so Mel will probably notice because he's close enough. All that goth makeup on his face, it's actually tattooed to his face.
It's tattoos. Okay.
Yeah, like that makeup is actually tattooed to his face.
All right. Just he passes it off as still one of the goth kids. He said, "You're not going anywhere. You're staying in here."
You sure?
Excuse me, sir. Is there seem to be an issue?
We got some noise. He looks at Dawn whenever he says this. We got some noise complaints from upstairs.
No, I'm talking about that gentleman.
Hmm?
Man, he just looks in the direction. That gentleman.
Oh, he point. This one tried to take my badge. Is there a reason you tried to take my badge, boy?
Um,
And
maybe he was just a little hungry. Are you new? He just looks in this direction.
Um, Aoi nods.
It's alright. Isaac will go reach into his wallet, hand him like $40.
Don will kick a mini fridge that you can see behind the counter open, and it's got like sandwiches and chips and stuff in it. Eat up,
Um,
boy, pretty boy.
As soon as you gave the sandwiches to him, he starts to devour him.
Devour them.
See, I think he
That's
was
what he
just
said.
hungry.
Devour them. A
See,
little.
sir, I just think he was just hungry. Like, no harm, no foul.
For me,
Little.
Mal, we don't get
no
a lot of
harm,
pretty people.
no harm. You need to find a place to work. I can find you a place. In fact, you'd probably work here if
um,
she's okay with it. And he nods at Dawn.
The little bell above the shop door is gonna ring as the door's gonna open, and there's like a big hairy dude. He's probably like 7 feet tall.
Yeah, Don would remember you.
Yeah.
He's
Even
got.
Mel looks over and just.
He seems to be eating like a giant orange football, and he has a like burlap sack in one of his hands, and his eyelids are drooping a little bit, and he just like kind of walks in, nods at everybody, and slaps the burlap sack on the table or like the counter in front of Dawn, and takes another big old bite out of his orange football.
What's this for?
Ah, right. Coke oranges. I want to sell you Coke oranges. 5 of them.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that deal we had. Hey Mel, I need a favor. Go upstairs and wait till I say it's safe to come down.
Oh boy.
I don't
Hello, officer.
need
He just kind of. You can see he screws up his face when he looks at you. Howdy.
Dawn screws
Ow.
her face up at Mel and goes, "That's an old order, soldier."
I was moving, Sergeant.
Mel,
Sorry, am I in your way?
when you he will like yank his hand off from you really hard, and give you a very very mean look.
He already let go, by the way.
No, like okay then. Then he's just going to give you a very mean look.
Yeah,
Away.
she's as Mel steps away, she'll start ringing Jake's character up. She goes, "Yeah, I don't need any pigs witnessing this because I know it's illegal in some parts." And she'll look at Al.
He doesn't know what a Coke orange is. You know where I had to go to get these fucking things?
She looks at you very apologetically and she goes, "You haven't figured out yet? Mel's like me, hon."
Annoying?
That's not a character. She's like, she kind of looks at him and she goes,
Burning him when he's out of the picture. Nice. Anyway.
That's
I
called
wouldn't
tact.
say he's not annoying. He knows how to make his words have power. Here,
Oh.
how's 300 sound for this?
That sounds like more than enough.
Lucy's going to make her way over to Shinji, by the way.
Okay.
Who's sitting beside my mini fridge eating my sandwiches?
Yup.
Oh yeah, who's here that I don't know?
Pretty much everyone.
Oh, okay, cool.
You know
So I'll
me
just look
and Mel, who are the other mages. You don't know any of these new changelings, though.
Uh-huh.
And we can tell that each other are changelings, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see the people's Can't tell that majors are
Right.
majors.
So
But you can
I'll
tell that change things.
okay. So I'll look over and I'll have like orange and red juice dripping all through my manly beard, looking very rugged. And he'll just give like a suck nod to these other three people he doesn't know, and pounds himself on the chest and goes, "Oleg's World Law, King of Autumn."
So I think you need to call this number. She's talking to Shinji and holding out her phone, where she has managed to get the number for Lynn up.
He'll look towards the large gentleman, Isaac Winchester, courtier of the Winter Court.
Ah, see, you're finally starting to kick in. It's getting chilly. I had to put on my shirt so as not to expose my diamond-like nipples.
He'll laugh at you.
Dawn is
It's a
falling off
genuine
her
one.
stool, laughing so hard while she's paying you. You have made a child laugh hard enough to fall. Oh, that was good. I may not need to smoke a blunt later.
That's
You probably won't, not after you eat one of these. He tosses the thing up in the air.
What was your name again? As he turns to Senji.
Call me Shinji.
Senji. My name is Isaac, and I'm only, I guess, 3, 4 days old, 2 days old, something like that. He'll just shrug. You have to get in contact with some people. I think that's what he'll kind of look up and say, Lucy. What Lucy was trying to tell you.
Um,
We have been back for 3 days, 5 hours, and 47 minutes.
What she said.
Shinji is going to take a big bite from the sandwich and go like, "Oral ho on the phone."
Swallow. He'll laugh at you. Nobody's going to take it from you.
Oh no, like you can see that this guy is hungry.
He'll kind of just wait for him to like devour the sandwich, or have a coughing fit, whichever comes first.
Sorry about that. Haven't had anything for 3 days.
You should probably start working.
Can't eat like that here and give yourself the gout. Not like back over there. You don't want sugarfoot. Trust me.
Gout.
Yeah, the gout. Buildup of uric acid or something in between your joints. It makes your bones all salty.
Aoi looks at you like very confused. What the hell are you talking about?
The gout. Oh no. I'm not a doctor. The gout. Sugarfoot. Crystally bones. Salty joints.
Oh, I think you're talking about something else. You're calling it the wrong thing, Mr. Alex.
Definitely not.
Different time, different words.
I'm looking it up on my cell phone.
While you
Also called gouty arthritis, a form of arthritis characterized by severe pain, redness, and tenderness in joints. Here's a diagram. And he'll like turn his phone around and show it, like a doctor's diagram.
Dawn has climbed back up on her stool and motioned Lucy over if Lucy's done shopping so she can ring her up.
Lucy will wander over and put a few dresses on the counter. Yeah, she's gone for pretty much all knee length or longer, but that is Lucy.
As she brings Lucy up, she'll also yell that Mel Gordon can come down now that the burlap sack is hidden from view.
Okay, and he will come back down the stairs grumbling. He'll look at her and go, I look the other way to your tendencies.
And
I know
I
something's
train
up.
you.
You came here because of the noise last night, right?
Yeah. What was that? We heard complaints of very odd noises.
That's what
Don's
you call it? Oh, we were just having sex. You just gotta
Don,
correct you.
Don's like laughing now.
Har har har.
And adds, I was not involved. You know me. I'm not going to rob the daddy belt.
Oh.
Wow.
I don't know what that means.
Anyway, I just need a report to give back to the ones who handle this kind of thing.
What do you want me to say? Sorry.
File it under the raucous sexual
Whatever.
behavior.
He just looks at you rather confused. He was just like, they sent you down here for that?
I know, right? he actually looks at you and says vocally, "I know, right?" Anyway,
Are you
I'll
gonna give
make
them a
up. I'll
cavity
make up
search to
some.
make sure it wasn't
I'll make up some
felonious?
kind of report. Just keep it down. I don't want those guys calling me for weird stuff like that again.
Do you work? Okay, I have to ask you a question.
You know,
He just kind of just like perks up. So, shouldn't you like an actual crime? Like, because having sex, is that a crime now? As he just like looks at the 15-year-old.
Probably.
No, but noise complaints can get you fined for being too loud.
Yeah. He looks back and forth. Probably some older gentleman or lady
That's
called it
not
in.
getting laid. Like,
As she finishes ringing Lucy up, you'll notice a flash drive go from her wrist to Mel Gordon's hand and go, you need to study that because your next trial from me begins next week. Let's hope you can survive.
Yes, and he quickly pockets it.
Now get out of here, Firewolf.
Lucy is going to look fairly concerned by this.
you know what? With one dot of streetwise, I know how to keep my head down.
That
That
or
obviously
we'll
wasn't
just
for me
eye
supposed to
her.
know.
She doesn't care what you guys hear.
Nope.
I'll,
Today,
I'll,
Satan.
I'll ex-
Wait, staying for the company, and he looks between Dawn and Lucy because they're the ones he knows and likes.
Oh, you know me.
all he knows about you is you drove her mad at the community barbecue.
He's seen me at various crime scenes and stuff.
So at this point, Dawn is going to tell Ao Shinji, just Shinji for now, go ahead and eat whatever you want out of that fridge. There's drinks too. And we'll continue filling out her emancipation request paperwork.
What do I need to pay for you for all this?
Nothing.
When you say nothing, he's going to give you a look like he's not exactly sure if you're like telling the truth or not.
He just gave you $40. Like, you could actually give it to her. Like,
She's gonna lay her pen down on the counter, walk over to Shinji and lean down, like wounded shoulders still bandaged from surgery and bullet holes.
How tall is Dawn?
She's about 5 foot exact. She's a kid. She's not like super big.
She's only
Okay.
leaning down because it was a mini fridge, so you're going to have to be crouched.
Yeah, Shinji is about like 5'8", maybe 5'9".
Look, I'm being nice because everyone needs a helping hand now and then. And
Also-
it's my job to help people.
Also, they're not exactly like us, but they are something.
I think I scared Lucy with what I am, but then again, I know how my kind were treated when she was. I guess human would be the right word, Miss Lucy.
Who says I'm not human?
You're a pretty star fairy now, I thought.
I may be different.
Meh, I guess.
That doesn't mean we're not all human as well.
There's like that awkward silence of Isaac not choosing not to like question it. He's just like, okay, whatever you
Yeah.
say.
And he
They're-
looks. Mel listens to the conversation and says, "To some people, I'm not human."
I know, right?
Huh.
There is a difference between being ordinary and no longer being human.
Well, Olix will look down at his, very not human self.
Which Mel does not see at all.
No.
Why not? I can't
Well-
make him see it.
Yeah, you
You
could, or he
reveal it.
could do a right to see it without your permission.
Oh, no, I'll just let him see it. He'll drop the glamour
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah, it's just
Okay.
glamour.
Okay. Yeah. So that's what had fun at the party.
Yeah, I like you, Mr. Alex, but could you please not tell me any more stories?
What if they're
Olix,
important cautionary tales?
I get that, but
Look-
it's PTSD and what you do don't mix.
Well, then I'll try to be more subtle with my language next time.
Thanks.
Olix,
Is
you probably will notice that Shinji is looking at you, and there's a big grin on his face.
he'll come walk up, I guess, and lean down because you're 5'8" or whatever. He'll lean way down and look at your face and then squint a little bit. Is that painted on or always there?
When you look at him, you will notice that all that goth makeup is actually tattooed to his face.
Hmm.
And his Feymane, his face elf, looks like a combination between a human, a raven, and a dragon.
You're weird looking.
I'm weird.
Yeah. I'm just a big blue troll with moss. You're three things. And a goth guy with tattoos.
Can you fight?
What?
I said, can you fight?
It's just thunderous laughter will fill the whole place. Ask around. Ask about me.
Well, I
What
mean,
should we know?
You must all be very, very new here.
Yes, exactly. What was it, Lucy?
3 days, 5 hours, and 52 minutes.
How long were you gone for? You always been together?
When I
We
want to
think
say
at
the
the same time.
19. Let me do a little bit of math. 20s?
Huh. Well, that's a long time. How are you faring 100 years later? Have you seen cell phones? They're pretty
Yes.
great.
Yeah.
Lucy will hold hers up.
Yeah, alright. So you're halfway there. You're almost acclimatized. You got the cell phones. Now, I'm going to tell you about the internet. And I'll tell
What
a
is
caution.
this internet
When
you
he
speak
mentions
of?
internet, Mel just starts rubbing his hands.
As
Speciality.
soon as Alex says anything about the internet, Dawn kind of starts humming "The Internet is for Porn," but looking really excited.
Alright, hold on. I'm activating
Mel
your
Glenn-
contract. I gotta look it up.
Despite himself, he grins at her when she starts humming it, just like.
Alright. So, give me 1 second. I'm gonna use Tale of the Baba Yaga to spin a cautionary tale about the internet
Oh my god!
and the dark things that lurk upon it.
You know what's worse is you have 2 hacker mages in the room with you, and you're going to be doing that shit.
Yeah, alright, so I'm going to spend a glamour to add 5 to my roll, or my
Fine.
manipulation, intimidation roll. Who's got the highest composure?
Let me check.
Depends.
Don's composure is a 3.
My composure's a 2. So have at.
Mine is a 2.
Alright, anybody have higher than 3?
Nope.
Okay, right
Nope.
on. So, what happens if you have a specialty in something?
You
What's
add
your
a die.
specialty?
Intimidation is loud. Loudly tell this tale, I suppose. Like a fire and brimstone like creature talking
need-
about the dark places on the internet.
That's fine, Jake, but just don't go too crazy, because remember, there's a whole bunch of people, if they get scared, they might start working against you.
Yeah, whatever.
I don't
Okay?
think Jake cares.
I don't think he
Give a
cares
shit.
either.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. Yeah, hopefully, I don't think that. Look, I don't think that I can possibly fail this, but let's just see. Nice. I do it very, very, very well. I get 6 successes. So
That's exceptional.
yeah.
Wait,
If you're
does
counting,
he get it at a
if you're
minus
counting
1?
sevens, that's actually 7 successes. If you're
We're
counting
not.
10.
We're counting 8s, I think, right? Oh, I didn't mean to say that. So it's 5. I did.
Yeah, it's 8.
8, 9,
Whatever.
10.
It's still exceptional. So
Just make it interesting quick.
you're supposed to flee in terror up to 1 turn per success, and then you add, since I got an exceptional success, you add my weird to it, which is 3.
So
So you're trying to
What's
make people flee in terror by telling them about the internet.
that's
Yes,
exactly
I-
what
What
just
the
happened.
hell is wrong with you?
and waving around my phone with the internet up on it while I'm telling you
Okay.
guys.
He runs out of the store screaming.
He's
He's-
trying to get glamour.
He's
off of
probably trying to tell us about 4chan or something.
You
Probably.
can't get glamour off changelings, and the mages already know about this stuff.
Okay, but it's still scaring the shit out of them, and I'm pretty sure that I can gain it back from changelings because we've been doing that since the beginning of the game. But either way, it doesn't really matter because I also think it's hilarious to see you run away on the
It's
internet.
fun, whatever.
He-
Like,
It's from the emotions, not the changelings.
And it's only a certain amount of turns, which are like a couple seconds each. So like, you guys just have to kind of like run outside, like, what the fuck just happened? What the fucking
okay.
back to your
well,
homes.
Mel just kind of reacts like Alex just screamed in his, and he just rah. He doesn't scream himself, but yeah, he's booking it for the door.
Yep, booking it for the door.
Yeah, probably.
You gotta run for 48 seconds. So however far you can get in 48 seconds.
And then they snap out of it?
Yeah.
Okay. So how far would that be? We're all at the counter.
Yeah, you're running for less than a minute.
So I'm gonna say
Yeah.
like that's a block and a
Really?
half.
Really not impressed with you right now.
Oh well. I'm pretty much sitting there laughing really hard and eating my fruit drunkenly.
So I guess he runs outside, makes it halfway down the block and stops.
No, because the store's a little bigger than that. I was doing my measurements. Sorry. What it is you make it right to the little entryway outside the door before it stops. The door isn't like super tiny. It's
Mm-hmm.
small, but it's not like a one-room type thing.
Okay.
And then he'll stop, looking rather nervous and scared.
Mel gets the entrance and just. I'm supposing Lucy ran right with him too, with the group too.
Actually,
So
no.
no.
Oh, okay.
No, she stood perfectly still.
I know she didn't.
Wow.
Her hand went to her
Wow.
crucifix.
Her
She
fear
stood
works
perfectly still.
differently, Jake.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, she went completely white, but she stood absolutely stock still and gripped her crucifix.
Oh.
I mean, that's what about what the contract like compels you to run? Like specifically says it causes you to flee. If they
Yeah,
cannot flee,
I've been researching it though. What her kith is, and it doesn't. Her fear with her kith works really weird, hon. Like they're like deer in headlights almost.
okay, sure.
Anyway,
I'm trying to work this out. Give me a moment.
stops and just.
How much glamour do I get back from the mages then?
From Don, you got 1, and from Mel, since he fully made it to the door, you got 2.
Alright, fair enough. I will rub my belly when they come back.
You need to stop doing that though. Go
Mel,
feed on other things. You're gonna drive these ones insane.
They look fine to me.
As soon as inside the store, Alex, you're gonna get a punch straight into the gut.
Okay.
I need to make a roll real fast myself.
Are you going to try to stop Shinji?
No, not
Okay.
against Shinji.
I'll just let you punch me in the gut.
I'm gonna hit you in the head with like my
2,
broom.
3,
Like,
4,
tell you to
5.
knock it off. It's not funny. Looking rather scared.
but yeah, Mel will walk in. I gotta work on mine better. Ah, you can see he's visibly wincing.
Alex.
Lucy is going to give him an absolutely disgusted look. Like
Oh, there
he
you go.
just sat himself,
Get some stuff.
pick up her items, and walk out the shop.
Get some glamour back for the winter guys for the disgust.
No, that's literally her reaction, is giving him a disgusted look like he shat himself and walking out the shop.
Okay.
As she walks by, Mel will say, "I'll see you at next dusk."
She'll nod.
Hey, an instant action. I can do that
Bye,
whenever.
Lucy.
Jake, sweetheart.
Yes.
By the way, you see these small objects, or crystal orbs and stuff, starting to float up.
Okay.
And
Um,
Dawn's hair is very floaty, and her eyes have turned completely white.
Okay.
That
How?
is
When can I
5
use an
successes on
instant
the punch,
action?
by the way.
When can I use an instant action?
Instant actions are towards actual combat.
Right. So he's about to hit me. I see it coming. He asked if I wanted to stop him from punching it. Can I do another
Do
instant
you want
action
to?
instead?
That would no. Like you would have to roll brawl athletics for that.
No, I don't want to stop him from punching me. I want to activate a contract that says it's instant. So can I do it instantly, or does that mean it has to be on my turn, or what?
Yes, that would be instant, hun. If it says instant, it would activate instantly.
Okay, so I spend a glamour, and it's +2 difficulty
Okay.
to do whatever he's doing.
All right.
+2 difficulty or -2 dice?
Well, hold on, let's see.
I need to in this after I rolled that.
Oh yeah, you're right. 2 dice penalty.
Okay. Would you like me to just count out 2 dice, Jess, or do you want me to take out 2 successes? Because I already made the roll.
Just take off 2 successes, which would be one of the 8s and one of the others, or both the 8s or whatever.
Okay, so that's 3 successes on the punch.
And then when I soak it,
Yeah, you roll stam to soak, I believe.
okay. I don't soak it.
Okay, so that would be bashing damage since he's punching.
Okay, I'll take the 3 bashing damage.
Now, the things that are floating are also flying towards you now.
Okay. I mean, like, is it my turn, or is that my turn, or what?
I'm just letting you know this is what she was charging up to do. This is her level of 3 and forces with a cult roll to fucking kinetic energy things at you because she's pissed with you, Alex.
Okay.
So you can make a roll to just get away from it, because, I mean, you sell stuff to her and she pays you and you know she's just pissed off, or you can actually try to fight her.
I mean, I'm not gonna run away.
Or you can, let her hit you, because it's not going to do, like, a super huge amount of damage and whatever.
What's your resolve plus your weird, or whatever your weird equivalent is?
Her weird would be Gnosis, I believe, on the sheet. Her resolve is 3, so 4, 5,
I
6,
think
7,
we
8.
both have to roll a contested thing.
Yeah, she has 8 total with those two.
Okay.
So let me, John, remember I have 2 successes with that ritual while I make this contested roll.
What do I get if I spend a willpower?
You just get an extra dice.
Just one?
Yeah.
That sucks. Alright, never mind, I won't spend a willpower.
Okay, ready?
Uh-huh. Oh, well.
4 successes for her. No, 5, sorry.
Alright, you win. Nothing happens.
Okay. So pretty much you're just getting shit flying at you and her telling you to leave her shop so she can cool off.
Okay.
I mean, you got $400 out of her, so.
Guess he'll shrug and eat his fruit and walk away.
And I need to
Look at
wait.
the commotion and look really confused. And
With things
now,
magically flying around the room.
not even that. It's the fact that now he probably has like a really rational fear of the internet now. So,
And Don loves the internet, and he ruined it for her for a little while there.
yeah.
So Shinji,
for now.
you saw this happen, but Alex has stepped away eating his fruit, so you can either keep eating in the fridge or you can be freaked out a little bit.
What did I miss?
You probably have to repeat yourself, Jess.
All you missed was Dawn activating her 3 dots worth of force rights and winning to throw things kinetically at big Alex and telling him to leave. He left, and now she's trying to spend some time calming herself down and getting things to stop flying around the shop.
Okay.
So you can either try to communicate with Mel or her or Isaac, or just crouch back down and go back to eating her food.
Yeah.
Mel
He's going
is-
to stay away from as much as he can and goes back to eating sandwiches.
Okay, but yeah, Mel is looking at some of the objects that are still floating, just kind of pluck them out of the air, just and walk back over to Dawn and set him on the counter. You okay, boss?
Alright, she needs to resolve composure roll to
Uh-huh.
calm down, which would be 6 dice. I'm trying not to cheat you guys, that's why I'm just doing rolls. Okay, 2 successes, she's fine. She still looks really pissed off, and her eyes are still all white, but she's now, like, crouched down on the floor by Shinji, going, "Can I have one of those drinks out of my fridge, please?" Like, all white eyes staring at him.
Actually, I should have said this beforehand, but Shinji's eyes are right now like glowing. He's just going to throw you a bottle.
She'll take the bottle, she'll pop it open, she'll drink it till her eyes start turning back to that one brown, one blue eye, and then she'll take several deep breaths and look at Isaac and go, "So,
Huh?
still want to work for me?"
I don't know where else to go.
Alright, I just want to make sure I didn't scare you off.
No, I just don't want to go anywhere near this thing called the internet.
It's not bad, I practically live on there.
And you hear Mel behind
then,
you. Mm-hmm.
and then you look at a person that's like legit afraid. Like he looks like he's about to burst into tears. Like
The big guy just gets under your skin. Ignore him.
I swear, every time I get around him, he's doing something to scare people. It's like he lives off of it or something.
It's like he's the king of autumn or something.
Dawn doesn't know that motherfucker.
I just shouted it at her in the store.
Ah,
He did just announce that he was the king of autumn.
Dawn would
However,
not
what
fully
that means,
understand what
you
that
might not
means.
know.
Mel doesn't completely understand it either.
Now, the changelings would get it, though, and especially Isaac, since he's winter.
like he get it, but it's still like he gets it. But like that's like somebody telling you that guess
There's still
what?
a
There's
dick
something underneath your bed and it might kill you, and you're like really scared about it. So
Yeah,
people have to like
it's
talk him down.
totally a dick
Like,
move.
so people have to kind of talk him down and probably convince him that the internet is not going to like eat his face. Like
Welcome back from the 20s. There's ankles on women everywhere, all over the internet, bro.
Hey, you're not in the shop. You be quiet.
I'm just the echoing voice of the cautionary tale in his head.
it is actually kind of funny, but like
Don will be like, I'll show it to you in a safe way sometime without that asshole around.
if you
God, I'm
promise
getting.
that the ankles won't come and get me, then we have a deal.
She kind of like looks at her bare ankles and with the shorts and shirt she's wearing. Yeah, because totally my ankles hanging out all over the store's not the least offensive thing to your being.
As long as I don't die or anything. He looks rather terrified. I'm gonna go back and do my job, okay, boss? Shinji, you wanna see where I work?
Yeah. And he just like grabs 2 more sandwiches and walks away with Isaac.
Don's just like kind of like half slouched on the floor, like, just hand me my paperwork. I need to finish filling out my request. By the way, Mel, have you seen my dad? I haven't seen him since me and him talked like 6 months ago.
I haven't seen him lately either. But he still gives me the willies. Anyway,
I mean, I tried calling his office, but his secretary said she was too busy with him and that I should just call a babysitter if I really need someone to watch me. So,
you know
John, I'm
what?
gonna PM you the conversation so I don't stop the conversation that's happening on screen, okay?
that's fine.
Okay.
Just send me a copy when you two are done.
Okay.
He looks at Dawn and says, "You know what, Dawn? I am looking for an intern."
You know what, Mel? I will totally take that offer because this shop is not making me as much money as I thought it would. Maybe
Well,
if I have Isaac and Shinji go around in nothing but like Speedos servicing customers. She kind of like bites her lip as she says that.
Dawn, yeah, no. For my sensibilities, let's not. But technically internships are unpaid, so I'd keep this for a while. But we'll see about. Actually, you got that other paperwork we were working on filled out?
Maybe?
Hang on
She
here.
kind of looks like at a pile of paperwork.
All right, sorry about that. He looks at the pile of paperwork and says, "I'll find it. Hang on." He picks it up and he just starts sorting through it. He finds the um. He, after a couple of minutes of searching, finds the paperwork he was looking for. And says, "Hmm. Yeah, it looks like it's almost complete. Just needs a signature. Just needs really my signature on it. All right, I'll take this back to the office, and I'll see if I can turn that internship into something else."
That would be cool because I would really love to do what you and Mr. Black do, but I know I'm too young to actually join the force at the moment.
Uh-huh. I will say this. It'll probably have to start off as a administrative assistant job,
She
but
kind of like growls as she reaches down and scratches her ankle around her ankle bracelet. Fine.
yeah,
It kind
I
of
know.
beeps. And she's like, no, I'm not trying to take you off. Stop beeping.
Yeah.
Detective Black thought I might be a troublemaker.
Well, he's not wrong. And he gives her an evil grin.
Oh my god, it needed to be purified. I apologize. I made sure the school was empty before I burned it. Shinji, by the way, you and Isaac, all y'all heard was I made sure it was empty before I burned it.
It's like, yeah, you know what? Maybe if you're around one of us, they'll let you take that off. Anyway, but yeah, I'll get the paperwork sent in, and we'll see what we can do. But just, you know that I understand. It's just nobody else does. That's the problem.
I know. I had really hoped Mr. Detective Black would have understood, but I worry.
It's that medication.
Maybe get him off of it and get him what I'm on. And she kind of pulls out a
No.
Ziploc bag and hands it to him.
No.
I've got a
I don't.
prescription. I don't mind sharing.
That might throw him off worse. But yeah, I've been trying my hardest to get him to come off of it. He's not very easily convinced,
Well, if he
and
hadn't been
nobody
that
else listens to me.
goddamn keeper, by the way, all changelings in the shop would have heard that plain as day. You know, looking for her changelings, we wouldn't have had that issue.
I know. But at
So,
least she's dealt with.
yeah. At this point,
Oh,
though, she's going to finish out her paperwork, hand it to Mel, and be like, I'm going to go make sure the boys are alive back there.
yeah.
Working. I'll see you at, later. I mean, I'm allowed to go to the police station, school, and the library and grocery store. That's as far as I can go with this, though.
Okay, and you know my hours, so come see me anytime. You're always welcome. But
Yeah.
actually, we'll see if actually, yeah. Lucy and I were planning on meeting at the church next dusk. So actually, every dusk. So if you want to go there, then we'll meet up with you, and then I'll
I
head to work.
I can't go there right now. Father Dante has banned me from the grounds.
Really?
Yep, he caught me laying coins over the people's eyes again.
What? Um. Okay.
And with the Christian people, I gave them crosses to be buried with, but he didn't like that either, so.
Huh. Didn't
So,
like you burying them with
so yeah, I'm gonna just study, maybe get some
have
more
you
self-control, she says, kind of looking around the shop.
actually? He looks at with what Dawn just said. He looks at her and says, "Did you give him the eye yet? That worries me." That he doesn't like the crosses you tried to give him.
Worst case scenario, he's one of the demons we have running around. Best case scenario, he's just a weirdo.
Hmm.
You know, Warlock's still in town. He deals with demon energy. Maybe talk to him.
Gives me the creeps, but I may have to.
I know he gives you the creeps, and I know he's a little bit considered negative, but he's one of the few on our side.
Yeah, I know.
Take the lesser evil to defeat the greater.
I
As she
guess
says
he
this,
cannot. He cannot control it. He just laughs.
and as you start laughing, you notice her whip out her goods and start rolling up a smoke.
I see nothing.
Prescription card, she says. Perfectly legal since it's prescribed to me.
Uh-huh.
Go look at my medical record. You have access to it now.
I understand that. Anyway, any of the actually tell you what. He pulls out his phone and starts writing something up. I'm gonna see if I can put through an order that makes Mel a legal guardian since her parents are not around.
Yep, her mom, everyone thought was dead, is in an insane asylum, and her father, God knows what's up with him, and her cousin that was watching her just shot up a nightclub.
Uh-huh. So yeah, he's making himself her legal guardian at least temporarily. So if I have to roll, then I'll roll for that. But
I will do it with you and Will later, because Will was already talking about getting someone in there to keep an eye on Dawn.
okay, all right.
So she's going to kind of get up. She's going to go to the back room now, and she's going to spy on the boys and see what they're doing.
I guess Isaac and Shinji. Isaac is working on an order for like a customer, and he's like, while Shinji's eating, they're like having a conversation.
Yeah, Shinji is sitting somewhere near Isaac, talking to him and watching what he's doing while he's eating.
Taking a puff off her joint, she'll walk over to Shinji and Isaac, look over the order. Pretty good. Shinji, do you have any skills? Like any kind of training in anything?
I can fight.
We were just talking about that. Maybe Shinji could work at the YMCA doing like self-defense. That might be a good thing.
She'll kind of exhale the weed smoke over the back of Isaac's head.
Hmm.
Not sure how he'll react to that.
Can you not do that, Nami? He'll kind of like wave the smoke away.
Oh, sorry, it's my medicine. Um, she'll put it out real quick and like tuck it behind her ear. Shinji, do you want to work at the YMCA? Mr. Alex and them hang out there a lot, so you might be all right.
Where is that place?
I can show you as soon as Mel's gone, and I can get this bracelet off my ankle.
Okay.
Shinji, you would recognize it's a house arrest bracelet.
Hmm. All right.
Basically, though, it's kind of like a gym. I mean, unless you don't really like fighting as much as you seem.
I'm good with fighting and I'm good with stealing.
Fighting and him teaching self-defense should keep him out of trouble. Isaac will not. Do it.
Well, there's a lot of jobs you can do with those skills. You could come work with me and Mel and help us out when we have to go to areas and sometimes get in fights. You could be a security guard. You could be an instructor at the YMCA. You could. She kind of like tilts her head at Shinji and she goes, "No, bad Dawn, bad Dawn." Um, fuck it. You could be a nude model for the art classes. There's lots you could do.
Or I could do none of that and just keep stealing my way out of things.
You could probably not steal. He kind of turns to Shinji.
I mean, if you really want to still, sure. I know a couple fencers in town, but honestly, you're going to get yourself in more trouble and danger than just having a normal job. Nope, but I want to make sure you pretty boys were okay. Isaac, I'm going to cook dinner tonight. If you want to have Lucy and Mr. Shinji and anyone else join us, I have no problem with that.
No. I'm gonna take Shinji to my house, and he's gonna sleep on the rollout. So I think we should be okay.
Okay.
Oh,
I,
and
I have I have empty rooms if you guys ever need it. We got to keep this truce and friendship going.
yeah, and with the wages you gave me from last few days ago, I was able to get some groceries, so it's not a big deal.
All right. Well, as long as you guys are set up at cool, Shinji, I can show you around. The high school's looking for someone to be a security guard. If you don't mind dealing with us teenagers.
Teenagers.
Can I not do that, please?
She kind of smiles at Shinji. Oh, okay. But your hours may increase, Isaac, because I may be getting a internship.
Okay, no problem. Just
All
let
right.
me know when I'm supposed to be, and I'll be there. He'll look at you and smile.
No problem, handsome. When she smiles, you seem like almost like a golden energy kind of form off the top of her head since she's still right now channeling.
hmm he will hand you, Isaac will hand you, with the willpower, he'll hand jewelry over to, Senji. Like, here.
Well, I'll let you guys settle in. Shinji, if you get caught, stealing, just tell him to call me and I'll post your bell.
He just shrugs.
Um, Isaac will hand Senji some, like, goth jewelry. Like, here. I didn't know what you like, but looking at what you're wearing, what I saw a few days ago with the tourists, I think it would be something that you'll like.
Thank you. And he just like takes them,
Mhm.
starts looking at them.
It's nothing really expensive. I need better materials, but black glass and quartz usually just it's pretty standard. But yeah, the patterns were pretty nice to work out, so that's for you. And welcome back. He'll smile.
Thank you. Puts them on and just sits down, keeps eating.
I have to finish this order, and I should be able to close up in the next hour or two, and then I can take you back to my place, and I can cook dinner. If you're still hungry, that is.
I'll buy the stuff that you need then.
Okay. I have it. Like it's fine.
So I guess I'll leave those two lovebirds alone, and Dawn will go back up front with Mel Gordon, relight her blunt, and kind of blow the smoke at Mel some.
Not exactly lovebirds, but okay.
He'll wave it. Do you have to do that? Stop.
She smirks at him. She's like, I gotta mark someone here, and those two, as hot as they are more all over each other. God, why do all the adults have to be, where'd all the teenagers go? She kind of like pouts on her stool.
A certain incident happened.
I had no control over those boys shooting up my classmates. Okay? I put the
I
younger
was
kids in a
not
room.
accusing you. I was stating a fact.
Yeah, but your
That is
companion.
what happened.
Fine, go. I have to go home and cook anyway.
Uh-huh.
I think since I don't have company, I'll eat cereal tonight.
Oh, didn't know if you wanted to help out, but I heard about this charity thing that's happening. This soup kitchen, not too far in the future. If you want to go to that, you're welcome. But let me know. It'll get you in good with the cops. Just saying.
That is true. I mean, I could go put my old schoolgirl outfit on and like try to sell them cookies. I'm joking. Oh my god, maybe I
You
could
act-
design you guys a firewall or something. Maybe that would make them happy.
I could help with that. Good
Go,
Sam.
leave, get
Anyway,
out of my store. I want to go home.
I'll see you later. Behave yourself, or at least be good at it. With that, he doesn't even listen for an answer. He just walks out.
All right, well, does Isaac and Shinji have anything else they want to do?
Isaac is just gonna finish up his orders, take Shinji to the supermarket, pick up some groceries, and then we're going home. Isaac offered him like a spot on his like rollout mattress until they can go see the mayor. So he's not sleeping in like the closet, the janitor's closet. He's actually in a warm house. And that's pretty much it.
Okay.